You're listening to Mighty Mommy, and I'm ready to share some creative, insightful, and practical parenting tips. I'm your host, Cheryl Butler. Just because Halloween is over doesn't mean the second half of fall can't be just as much fun as the first. In fact, it's a terrific transition period between now and the holidays. Families can hunker down and spend time creating new traditions, all while indulging in the crisp beauty and peacefulness that this season has to offer, all without the hype and pressure of the upcoming holidays. No matter what part of the country you live in, Mighty Mommy has 5 cool ways to help your family celebrate late fall. Tip number 1. Build a scarecrow party. Nothing says fall like an overstuffed, silly scarecrow. Most families perch them on their front porches or under a big tree in their yards, but another great place to prop them is somewhere inside your house, where you can enjoy them up close and personal. Our neighborhood began a fun fall tradition several years ago called the Build a Scarecrow Party. We all meet in someone's garage and we bring supplies to make our straw friends. Items like old jeans or skirts and tights, worn-out men's shirts, costume jewelry, gloves, colorful yarn or old wigs, and several bags of pillow stuffing that you can buy at your local craft store are the perfect accessories. We pool all our items so that everyone can build a unique scarecrow friend for their family. Many times we even build mini scarecrows out of baby and children's clothes too. We serve apple cider, muffins and donuts, and make an amusing afternoon of it. Everyone leaves with 1 or 2 unique scarecrows that find a place of honor in their homes until after Thanksgiving. Number 2. Host a harvest supper. Seasonal items like tart apples, buttery squash and pumpkins, as well as hearty comfort foods like baked beans and ham, are another savory way to spend a fun fall evening with friends or family. Invite your neighbors or just host an intimate meal for your family. Kids love to help out in the kitchen, so get their ideas for items you can include on the menu, as long as they relate to autumn. We have a harvest supper in our home in the second weekend of November each year. This year, my kids want to try making bread from scratch and homemade apple cinnamon ice cream. I plan on getting lots of pictures so I can make wipeable photo placemats that I will use for Thanksgiving dinner. Tip number 3. Play flag football. Flag football is another fall tradition that many communities and families participate in. The beauty of this game is that it can be an organized event that you play in a town park or an impromptu game in your own backyard. Each player wears 2 flags, one on each side of the body, that are attached in place. Instead of tackling, players attempt to grab the opposing team members' flags to complete a play. In order to end a play in football, a player must remove a flag from the waist of a player on the opposing team. Flag football teaches children the fundamental skills necessary to play the game, but it also teaches them the value and importance of teamwork. And when parents play with their kids, it makes for an extra awesome time. Tip number 4. Make candied and caramel apples. It wouldn't be fall without sweet and juicy apples. Whether you live near an orchard and can go apple picking as a family, or can take advantage of this scrumptious fruit at a local farmer's market or your favorite grocer, there are literally dozens of recipes available to turn a delectable apple into an extraordinary treat. You can dip it in candy or caramel coating, then roll it in toffee, nuts, chocolate chips, or anything else that strikes your fancy. Be sure and keep your work area covered with lots of waxed paper for easy cleanup. Tip number 5. Make holiday gifts with fall items. The holidays can be crazy for families. It's easy to go from peaceful to frazzled in no time at all when your holiday to-do list grows by the minute. Conversely, fall tends to be tranquil, so this time of year is a perfect time to think about some unique, meaningful gifts you and your kids can craft together to give those special people on your holiday list. As my colleague, Domestic CEO, said recently in her episode called Fall Decor Ideas, you can use fall furnishings to easily and cheaply decorate your home. Simply go to the park or take a walk through your neighborhood and gather up twigs, leaves, acorns, and pine cones. Twigs glued to a small round vase make a homey, rustic candle holder, especially when you tie it off with a pretty ribbon. An inexpensive mirror or picture frame can be adorned with acorns to make a one-of-a-kind gift. Last year, my kids and I gathered tons of pine cones from our backyard, and then we dipped them in a variety of paint that we had left over from various decorating projects. While they were drying, we sprinkled them with glitter and cinnamon. They looked stunning and smelled delightful. We put them in glass bowls and gave them as gifts. People loved them. What fun things does your family like to celebrate fall with? Please let me know in the comments or post them on the Mighty Mommy Facebook page. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Mighty Mommy or email me at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com. Check back next week for more Mighty Mommy tips. And don't forget to check out my family-friendly boards at pinterest.com/mightymommyqdt. I hope you enjoy a fabulous fall with your family. And until next time, happy parenting.